And howdy, folks. This is your old pal Uncle Al. It's November 21st. A few people asked me to do the second threat to the United States. USA. Okay? Slowly, we're winning the culture wars. Bad thing is, the deep state, the liberals, Democrats, communists, socialists, hate America. They're anti-American. They don't believe in this. Fine. Deprogram them, interrogate them, find out how they got brainwashed. Are they fanatics or are they just mental zombies or misguided people? If not, deport them. They could go someplace else. They could take the Venezuelan gangs. Nobody wants them. All right? Getting old, getting tired. Okay. A lot of people were asking me, how do I make my pizzas? Simple. Homemade. You only need 2 ingredients. You need Greek yogurt that's activated. Okay? You need self-rising flour. Alright? Go see the short. Because it's being shadow banned again. They don't like pizza for some reason. The other thing I told Chris, that's Chris Leon, go check out her channel. Uncle Alan's tired today. I know what they do at the KFC. Usually I get there about 10 o'clock or 10:30 when they're frying the chickens. And then I'll get a bucket. Okay? A lot of people, aren't you going to get a meal deal? It's not a deal. It sucks. All right? So what I do, here's my receipt. Sometimes I get the gravy when it's freshly made. See that? I hope you can see that. Okay. It says $15 for a 10-piece bucket of chicken. Okay, $15.99, which is not too bad, and I know what to get. Usually I get drumsticks and thighs, because if you get the wings, it costs more. So I just get that, and that's for $15.99. If I get like a side, it's going to cost more. I always get gravy, but that's $4. But if you don't get the gravy, you don't get the mac and cheese, you don't get the coleslaw, you don't get the biscuits, go home and do it yourself. It's cheaper. So you got a bucket of chicken for $15.99, 10 pieces. Some days I have a coupon and I get the full 11 or 20 piece, which will stay still under $20. And plus, if you ask them if they have a senior discount, and smile, no teeth. All right? A lot of people don't know these tricks. Also, they have a Q code. Once you get a Q code into your phone, you get certain advantage points. Senior discount. Savings. When they get your best choices of chickens. I usually pick out drumstick and thighs because wings are breasts. Wings and breasts are the best sellers, so you don't get a good deal on that. Alright, so I get a bucket of chicken for $15.99. Everything else I'll do it at home. And Chris and me are having pizza, which I already showed you. She's having barbecue chicken. I'm having fried chicken. It's a little hard to cook with one hand. Alright? The other thing is, a lot of people ask me certain questions. Well, let's see. And this goes to Liberty Garden. You live in Texas. Don't worry about it. Okay. For the next 60 days until 6th of January, Part 2. Nuclear events on the East Coast. Not war, events. Okay? A lot of people were asking me, aren't they going to send missiles? And I keep telling them, no. They're going to decide certain cities that's going to get nuked. Luckily, they're all blue. Okay? Only two places in the West. It'd be one, Texas. The other place is San Diego. Every place else, no. Why? Because it costs them money. A lot of money. Also, they don't know if it's going to work. Only one power still has capable of intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's Russia. And Russia is not that happy because if they're going to do nuclear events on the East Coast, it's going to be those cities like Washington, Boston, Baltimore. Let's see, Washington, D.C., New York, Boston, Baltimore. There's one more and I can't remember. I'll think about it. Okay? And then you have on the West Coast, it's going to be San Diego, no place else. And then you have, Texas. Texas I'm still working on, so don't ask me questions about a nuclear event there. I know there's going to at least be 4. Okay, nuclear event on the East Coast, definitely. They're all blue areas. If you have a blue area, good chance it's going to get nuked. Big problem is EMP. That's what all the guys are talking about. Guys that I trust, not the guys with beards, baseball caps, and flannel shirts. Those are nuts. No offense, but sometimes you guys don't understand what's going on. Now, Russia has an EMP device. They have a 50-year-old one, and they have a 39 to 40-ish kind of EMP device. Those are high-altitude disruptors. Only problem is, once you set them off and you don't set them at the right area, right altitude, right longitude, you cause worse damage. Okay? You don't want to land in the wrong spot and then have Russia has years of fallout, and so does Western Europe. Half of the world gets fallout. These bombs were designed to spread massive electromagnetic pulse. Okay? It's useless doing on the West Coast. It's like too far in between. You want a concentrated area. So you got to hit the West Coast or someplace in Chicago. All right? East Coast and someplace in Chicago. Sorry about that. Got the areas mixed up. Only one will get probably nuke on the West Coast is San Diego, and that's going to be a small one. So I wouldn't worry about it, except if you're living in San Diego. Okay? Reason why they do an EMP device, because everybody else has some form of EMP device. The Russians been working on it, and they've seen in Ukraine last 5 years or 4 years. It wasn't a very good device. Iranians made another one, which was even worse. Okay, twice as heavy. You can't use it. It's not portable. The Russians are portable, but limited range. The Iranian ones, it's not portable. It will cover the East Coast. Only problem, it's 3 semi-trucks put together, the rigs, including the truck part. That's how big it is. And weighs like hell. And you need a nuclear reactor to power it. Every 15 to 20 seconds, they'll knock out power for the whole area. Alright? Only problem is you can't transport it. It weighs too much. They put it on a tanker, and they tried that. That didn't work out. They say, oh, the Americans sabotaged the tanker. No, it wasn't. It sank. Alright? Big problem was China, North Korea do not have that technology. They shot a lot of Chinese scientists because it was full of water. And it wouldn't cause a electromagnetic effect. So I just laughed my head off. But the only one you have to worry about is Russia. And if, Brandon, World War III, then I'd be looking at the bomb shelters again. Because those cities, probably the Texas Triangle and San Diego, every place else we don't have to worry about. It's going to be an ugly conventional war. I tell a lot of people, do you have a good gas mask? Can you breathe? How's your ventilation system, your air supply? Oh, we'll put up plastic sheets. You're a dumbass. Cousin dumbass. Dumas. Okay? Reality shock. Alright, keep telling this to people, but everybody laughs and cracks jokes at Uncle Al. Meanwhile, I'm retired and I don't really care. You can go out there and play whatever weird fantasy you're out there. I got 2 surgeries I got to do. One brain, one for the groin area and lower abdomen. So I'm not too happy. All right. I tell a lot of people, you have to learn it the hard way. Like gas masks. Spray them in the head with pepper spray and watch them roll around on the ground. Because it doesn't work, did it? Also, I keep telling them it doesn't have its own air supply. Anyway, folks, sorry to take up so much time. I know it's a long one. Uncle Alan's tired. I got more cooking, and I'm going to show you that bucket of chicken that I got from a KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You got to use the Q codes, and you got to know what you're doing. I'll catch you later. God bless and good luck. Next year is 2025. Reality shock time. Bye now.